Hello, everybody, and welcome back into the Blue Cross Arena at the War Memorial from Rochester, New York. The Rochester Americans and the Toronto Marlies. Game 3, Round 2. Winner takes the stranglehold on this series tonight as we're tied going into Game 3 in the best of 5. Draw one by Toronto. Off the face-off, they have it. That's played back to Logan. Logan in front, trying to center that through. Passes in front. Logan Shaw can't get it on the backhand. He'll spin that back around and behind. That missed help. Marlies trying to go after that. Weisbach has it and couldn't get it out. Marlies pressuring. Viro has it in his own zone. Marlies took game 1, 3-2 in overtime. They lost game 2, 4-3 in overtime. Gambrell centers off the post. The Marlies hit a post early. Now they're going to have to kill a penalty. Rochester in. Here's a chance. Poked out by Pexa. Touched up, and Rochester will go to the first power play of the night. Slashing called on Logan Shaw. Faceoff will come here to the left side of the Marley net. Game 3, Rochester and Toronto. One back by the Americans. Quagg, that shot didn't get through. Connor Timmins might have a step. Here comes Timmins to the net. Shoots. Luukkonen the save. And he will hold on to that for Rochester. Americans and Marlies here inside of Game 3, Round 2. Winner at the moment looks like they'll go on to face the Manitoba Moose. They lead the series against Hershey 2-1. That shot blocked, rebound in front. And that was Blandisi trying to get it through, but it hit a leg to the net. But it finds Luukkonen for a face-off. Rochester still looking for their first shot on net. Toronto's had possession of the puck so far. And this is the American power play we're talking about. Petronero in the corner, back in deep for Blandisi. Trying to kill some more time. That's working out in his favor. Now Murray. He'll carry it through center. Here come the Americans to the net. Murray in centers. Kicked out. Here's Philip Krall. Best chance of the night so far for the Americans. Blandisi ahead. Krall's in. Back in front. That deflected away. Krall a swing and a miss. Here's Malone. He'll carry through center. Marlies losing this round to Rochester last year in round 1. They got kicked out 3-1 in the first round. That is pretty painful as it's played in front. That just missed Logan Shaw as it heads to the corner. Hit there. Here's Gambrell back. Connor Timmins might have a lane. Shoots. Just sent it high. Logan Shaw picks it up to the net. And that's kicked out by Jukka-Pekka Luukkonen. Here's Krall to Logan Shaw. In front centers. And didn't get the chance he was looking for. Face-off here in the Rochester zone. 10:42 to go in period 1. We're scoreless here in Rochester Game 3. Next 2 games here from Rochester. Face-offs. And it's one back by Quagg. Toronto out shooting the Americans in this game so far 6-1. They've looked like the better team since the face-off to start the game. Here's Dylan Gambrell down into the Rochester zone. Marlies going after it, but it's Laxonen who found it first. Here's Weisbach. Hit trying to get it to the net. Connor Timmins carries it out for Logan Shaw. Here's Shaw trying to get by. He has it, still has it. Centers it over in front. It missed Ty Voigt. Biro to Weisbach. He'll carry it through center of the Jokes. Tyson Jokes. Here's Voigt to Gustafsson. He'll find Jazowski. Jazowski moving in. Here's Jazowski, and he sends it in behind the net. Jokes. That finds Biro. Carrying it through center down that left wing. Marlies trying to stop him. In the corner it goes, and Toronto has possession. Jazowski to Bobby McMahon. Frau. Jazowski, Dargachintsev. Here's Bobby McMahon. McMahon shoots. Knocked out by Luukkonen. Marlies have it again. McMahon to the net. Side door. Luukkonen has it for a face-off here in the Rochester zone. 3:26 to go in the first. Scoreless here in Rochester. We hope you're enjoying the Marlies and the Americans Game 3 series tied at 1. Both these games so far have gone to overtime. That last one went to second overtime, and Rochester won it off a lucky bounce in the slot. They just needed to cash it inside the post, and they did. A horrible giveaway in the slot, but a lucky bounce more than anything that led to the loss for Toronto. This deflects into the Rochester end. Frau with it. Point that to Beckar. He'll carry it out to center. Final minute of play here in the first. It was an all-Toronto period, but they did not find a way to score. Here's Carl Dahlstrom. Marlies setting up. Gustafsson for Johnstone. Johnstone, he'll play that down into the zone. And that's Dahlstrom battling for it. Davies in front of his net, Petronero. But we'll end this first period scoreless here in Game 3. Chances were there, but no goals scored. The shots in that opening period, 8-1 Toronto. Hit 7 for Marlies. Faceoffs 4-2 Toronto. Power plays the Americans 0 for 1. Scoreless for 20 minutes here in Game 3. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from Rochester, the Americans and the Marlies. We're ready to get period 2 going. Draw one back. Here's Prout. Just about gave it away to Logan Shaw. Now he did. Gambrell finds Shaw. Looking back to Gambrell. Hit escape, but Liljegren has it. Shoots coming down Main Street. That one off the blocker. Gambrell spinning off a check. He'll play that back to the point. Liljegren firing tipped. That one over the net. It's found by Prow in the corner. Up ahead to Byro. Trying to get out of the zone. Spinning in his own end. Gave it away to Gambrell. Gambrell in. Centers a missed point. Backhand put to the net. Shaw shoots. Kicked out. In tight. Good chances for the Marlies. But here comes Rochester the other way. Already 4 gone in the period. A step to the net. Kicked out by Pexa. Only his second stop of the night. It had to be good. Here's Byro. Spinning off a check. Prow fires. Scores. Off the post and in. 1-0 Rochester here in Game 3. Well, the Rochester Americans strike first here in Game 3. Just about 5 gone here in the second period. Toronto's look better. Now a giveaway. Jokes. Shoots. Stopped by Pexa. His best stop tonight. Here's Zahorna. Up ahead for Abruzzese. Marlies turn the other way. They take the hit. Now they get the puck. Pass in front. Backhander won't go. It's picked up again. Pass center. Backhand scores. Joseph Blandisi never gave up on the play. Backhands it off the netminder. It bounces off the pads back to his stick out front. He backhands it home. And the game is tied at 1. With this right off the pads. Rebound comes right to the stick of Blandisi. He's going to cash home and the game's tied. Well, the Marlies don't go away easy, and compared to last year, they've looked a lot better dealing with these Rochester Americans. It is a different roster too, but still, Rochester never an easy opponent for Toronto in their history. Prow hitting the corner. Here's a chance out front that's dished off the board. Zahorna's trying to find help. Malone. Now in the corner, spinning back with it. Blandisi challenging. It finds Prow, carrying it through the middle of the ice. We're almost halfway, tied at 1 here in Game 3. Zahorna. Abruzzese. Marlies looking through the middle of the ice. Abruzzese will bring it upon himself, but he gave that away to Murray. Malone to Prow. Gustafson trying to cover that. Mersch in front. Murray kicked out. Rebound. Stopped by Pexa in tight. Another chance. He knocked that away. Great chances for the Rochester Americans. Here's Bobby McMahon. Marlies the other way. McMahon steaming in. Takes the shot. It's blocked. Never got through. Dargachintsev to Chizowski. Centers that. And it goes off the back of the net. Here's Murray. Good pressure by both sides. Here come the Americans. Turn it over through the middle of the ice. Dargachintsev back into the Rochester zone. Here's Chizowski to the net. Shoots. Scores! Ryan Chizowski, a perfect move in sight. Dragged the hands back and rips it over the left shoulder of the netminder Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And it's 2-1 Toronto, their first lead of Game 3. Perfectly placed move in tight by Ryan Chizowski. He outweights the netminder from right to left and beats him inside the left post up and over the shoulder. 2-1 Toronto. Gambrell ahead. Boyd! He sent that wide. Gambrell to the point. Timmins is offside and out of frustration fires it back into the Rochester zone. 4:42 to go here in the second. We hope you're enjoying Game 3. Toronto with a 2-1 lead here in Rochester. Face off. One back controlled, and Weisbach to the middle of the ice. Still has it here. Turned back by William Lageson. Here's Laxonen. Now he finds help in Tyson Jost. For Byro with speed. Here's Byro from the right. Stick to the net, but Pexa didn't have to do much. Ty Voigt. Into the Rochester zone. That goes. Laxonen has it. Turning around as Logan Shaw crushed him. Now another hit. Voigt in alone. Can't get it to go past Luukkonen. A face-off in the Rochester zone. Minute 42 to go here, period 2. Toronto with a 2-1 lead here in Rochester. Here's the face-off to the left side of the Rochester goal. One back by the Americans. Prisky turned it over in front of his net. Now he sends it down the ice, and that one's going to bounce to Pexa. He made the save. Those are never easy. Tricky hop. That's played through center. Mark Johnstone with speed to the net. Johnstone can't get it to go. It skims against the toe of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen to keep it 2-1. Well, an unrewarding first period for Toronto Marlies, who dominated that first period, couldn't do anything. They come out better here in the second. 2-1 after 2. They lead here in Rochester. Americans scored first, but the Marlies have 2 in a row. Ryan Chizowski puts the Marlies ahead, heading into the third. 2-1 Marlies. Shots to goal in the game are 19-8 Toronto. It's 2-1 after 2. The hits are 13-8 Toronto. Face-off 7-6 Marlies. Power plays Rochester 0 for 1. We head to the third. 2-1 Marlies. Welcome into the third period here in Game 3. Both games in this series have gone to overtime so far. This one is threatening to be a 2-2 tie heading to extra time. Byro gave it away. Boyton ahead to Liljegren. Here come the Marlies. Liljegren has Shaw, centers it in front. And it just could not reach the stick of Logan Shaw. Jolts to Weisbach, carried through the middle of the ice. Byro might have a step. Pickpocketed by Gambrell and sent ahead to Timothy Liljegren. Here's Liljegren. He'll bring it to the net. Liljegren centers, and they can't get it to go. Proud to Byro. Gave that away, but now brings it in. Here's Byro to the net. Stopped by Pexa. Liljegren turned it over. Proud centers. Weisbach stopped again by Pexa. Marlies get it out. Here's Voigt. He'll take the hit. Sacrificing at center, but lost the puck. Byro to Jobs. Another stop made by Pexa. Rochester firing on all cylinders here so far in the third period. Marlies into the Rochester end. Here's Prow hit. Here's a penalty coming in. It's going against Toronto. Rochester will have their second power play of the night. 0 for 1. Jobs taken to the board side. Marlies trying to touch that puck. Ty Voigt. Here's Jolts. They're setting up Byro, and it's knocked out. Another chance blocked. Toronto touches Rochester to the second power play of the night. They're 0 for 1. 12:07 to go. Logan Shaw will head off for the Toronto Marlies here. Face-off to come to the left side of the Marley net. We hope you're enjoying 2-1 Toronto here in Game 3. Draw one. Hits picked up by Laxonen. In front, centering that cut. Got the shot. Stopped by Pexa. Petronero to Bobby McMahon. Here comes Toronto, short-handed, the best short-handed team in the league. McMahon shoots, sets that through the paint. Crawl to Johnstone, trying to throw it back up front with a great move, Johnstone, and he sent it into the corner. McMahon kicking that back around, that finds Petronero. Back in for McMahon. McMahon in front, centers that, it missed Johnstone. Here comes Mersch with speed. Crawl couldn't get back, breakaway! Stopped by Pexa. Another great stop by him. 18 seconds to go in the power play. Poked out by Zahorna. That's going to be trouble for the Americans. Zahorna's ahead. Here's Radim Zahorna taken down in a hurry. Malone. 9.5 to go here in the third period. A big breakaway save for Pexa. Now a chance. Stopped again. Pexa's been sharp here in the third. Zahorna getting it ahead. There's Dargachintsev after it. And that's turned over to Zahorna through the middle of the ice. 8 to go here in the third period. Toronto up 2-1. Here's Clegg. Zahorna trying to keep it in. Good pressure there by the Marlies. Malone. He'll carry it in and get it in deep. Petronero. 6.5 to go. That's turned over. Chance in front. Mersch won't get it to the net. That's dished off. Aberzizi into the Rochester zone. Marlies have it. Zahorna winds and shoots. Stopped by Luukkonen. A face-off here in the Rochester zone. 5:28 to go. Toronto still a 2-1 lead late here in the third period of Game 3. Face-off here. Here's the draw. One back by Zahorna. Timmins fires. Tipped in front. It goes in behind the net. Good chances. Good pressure, but the Marlies can't get one to go. Here's Warren. Down to 4 minutes. Rochester breaking in to the net. York sends it wide. A great play by the Marlies. Chance in front. And Pexa took it away. Here's another. Pekar goes into the corner. Wendysi pickpocketed. Another chance to the point. Kicked out by Pexa. Lageson. Aberzizi, 2 to go, and the Marlies will kill off some steam as they play it down into the Rochester zone. Under 2 to go. Logan Shaw trying to get the puck from Davies. spinning off the forecheck, but Ty Voigt was after it. Last minute of play here in the third period. Davies poked away by Voigt. Here's Ty Voigt. Davies on it again. Pekar through the middle of the ice. Marlies get control. Now it's back in their own end. Shift ahead for Logan Shaw. Shaw trying to kill the clock. He'll thread that through, and it just missed. Byro. Here's Pekar. Empty net. Americans as they get it in deep. There's Timmins to it. Connor Timmins to Ty Voigt. And Voigt can race it. No empty net. Goalie's back in. The pass up the outside of the goal. Back in front. Kicked out. A good chance. But the Marlies can't get it to go. 20 seconds left. In come the Americans. Won't get it to the net. Now a chance. Byro sticked away. Here's Semyon Dargachintsev. Firing it. Scores! Just inside the Rochester line. Dargachintsev finds the empty net to make it 3-1 Toronto with 11 seconds left. They're going to take the stranglehold on this series here in Rochester. Here's the face-off back to the middle of the ice. One back by the Americans. Clegg for Weisbach. Time's out now for Rochester. Gustafson to the empty net. He missed. And it doesn't matter. Icing called to 2.7 seconds left on the game clock here in Game 3. We'll bring you to Game 4 moments from now. Toronto going to take the 2-1 series lead with a 3-1 win here over the Rochester Americans in Game 3. Here's the face-off. That one's sent wide, and Toronto will collect Game 3 here in Rochester. One more win, and they eliminate the Americans. The Americans eliminated them in round 1 last year, 3-1. Toronto currently with the series 2-1. Game 4 coming up now.